We have Blaze versus Ozil, Mario versus Lucina for the third set of the day. So this matchup, I think is oh, I think this is a button check. So right now we're just gonna wait for both of them, and
Yeah, Henry, you're quite versed in this. I assume this matchup because you play Lucina. What are the things that you want to really be looking out for as on the Lucina side?
I actually don't play this matchup that much. I don't get to play that many Marios. The most I played against the Mario is probably like when I played against Chuan, like 10,000 years ago.
Well,
But in general, it's just kind of like playing against combo heavy characters in general. You just wanna distance yourself, play in a safe range, and just kind of set up your advantage and trap people.
And also we kind of bait Mario into trying to go for an approach option and then swatting him out, and then and once you take stage control, then that's when Lucina can really shine in this matchup.
Yeah.
And Mario doesn't have the fastest run speed, so and also doesn't really have disjoints. Though, to be fair, his invincible up smash and his back air are very good anyway. So
yeah, and he has Fireball to help him approach. And on top of that, his grab combos are very threatening. So if he does manage to set up advantage, it can be quite scary for Lucina. Because Lucina as a character, generally, I would say, doesn't have a really good disadvantage, and if you do get comboed, it can be pretty scary.
Okay, so pretty even start here. A lot of they've been missing their own strings, both sides. Yeah. Probably just adjusting to the environment.
Yeah.
Just go for a full charge up smash. I'm not really sure what he's doing. They try to go for the edge guard. That's another thing that Lucina does very well. He's one of the best edge guarders in the game.
Yeah, but against Mario, I'm not too sure if you want to go for it too often. Mario has invincibility on his up B, and it's really fast, so it's not really something you want to lightly challenge.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Lucina does have counter, which is very useful against Mario's up B.
So if you do realize that Mario's up B will not like snap the ledge straight away, he has to like float in the air a little bit, then you can try going for the counter.
Yeah. That was a good catch on the roller with the up smash. Mario is pretty good at ledge trapping, again with the back air and up smash. Catches those a lot right there.
Very desperate for those edge guards. I don't think it's working out in his favor. He should like slow down and try and ledge trap and understand his opponent's habits more before like going out and edge guarding.
Yeah, the thing is, in these scramble scenarios, Mario really has the advantage because of his frame data. He can really press anything.
His CQC buttons are much better than Lucina. Lucina only really has down tilt, and everything other than down tilt is kind of slow. I mean, there's jab too, but jab isn't something you want to rely on too often because it doesn't really set up for much reward. But it is there if you really do want. Oh no! I think he got hit by the fireball.
Yeah, his jump got taken. I don't think he realized that early enough.
Yeah.
He could have easily made it back, but yeah, probably just didn't realize quick
right
enough.
Now, Ozil
is quite a deficit.
Yeah, he's like really like struggling to find an opportunity to kill. He's not really sure on how to like. Ooh, nice back air.
So yeah, the back air, probably the most consistent kill option.
Yeah, very strong. If you do read a jump, it's definitely like your best kill option. So right now we're gonna wait for both characters and see how match progresses.
Yeah, Blaze is really just catching Ozil in the air, and then just going to town with all these aerial follow-ups.
Yeah.
Also, might want to try and avoid those platforms because Mario's up air is a very good move.
Yeah. Even though they're probably not going to set up into a kill at this percent, it's still kind of like important to not like.
Damage is just really important, especially given the stock deficit.
Yeah, like everything counts, so he really needs to be careful.
Yeah, Ozil's close to being in kill range at the moment. Just a few more hits from Blaze and he'll be able to start fishing for that kill.
Yeah, whether it's a forward smash, up smash, or maybe a pesky edge guard.
Yeah, it just feels like also Blaze just has a better handle on the tempo of the match, calling out a lot of the approach options. We saw earlier that Blaze did catch also with a down air to catch an aerial approach. Not something you commonly see, but that just shows that he's very much in tune with
He's just confident in anti-airing Ozil, even with like a non-disjointed move, I suppose.
He's really going for these up smashes, which I guess is fine given. Okay, well, I was about to say he has a big lead. He still does, but not impossible now. A quick edge guard could seal this game.
Yeah, but he wasn't able to set up like a successful edge guard like for like the entire game so far, so we'll have to see how that progresses.
Blaze is trying to fix this up smash, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah,
He
the
really wanted to
telegraphic.
finish it with up smash, and just slight misspacing on the aerial approach there.
Yeah. The call out for the telegraphic approach is yeah.
Oh, so am I saying it right? I don't know if it's also a 0. Is that a 0 or no?
I mean it's 0, but I just say Ozell. Anyways, yeah. So
Yeah. So what do you
Yeah.
think are Lucina's better counter pick options in general?
you mean stages, I suppose?
Yes.
Okay, so typically, okay, he switched Roy. Okay, this is like an entirely different matchup. Kind of.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah, Roy's is Blaze's actual name. He doesn't mean Mario, so I guess that was just kind of his test run.
Yeah, maybe just get into the flow of things, and
Yeah,
when he's feeling it, he goes into Roy.
I think he's not as confident playing Roy in this matchup because like Roy is much more prone to getting edge-guarded by Lucina.
That's a huge thing in this matchup. But Roy does have superior mobility, so Lucina's gonna have to be very careful in neutral to not get blown up by any of these quick burst options.
Yeah, but so far it seems to be pretty relatively even. All right. Oh, he got the.
Yeah, also
The
seems to like already have a better handle on like ledge trapping at the moment, Mace, because he has a bit more control in the match in general. He can like kind of settle down and get the edge guard. The jump is gone, and that should.
Oh
He should have gone
no!
for the counter.
Yeah, he definitely should have gone for the counter. I don't think he realized that he managed to take Blaze's jump at that point.
I want to see a downer spike from Ozo, because it's not too difficult to spike Roy out of his up B if you have.
It's not, but most Lucina players don't have the confidence to go for it. It's kind of like because downer is relatively slow in terms of like its end lag, so it is somewhat committal, but it is pretty rewarding.
But also manages to get out safely, hides under the platform, but still quite healthy and yeah.
Nice edge guard.
Yeah.
Alright, 38% deficit, not too huge. Can easily make it back with that forfeit of bountifully upwards. Lots
They're
of
just
whiff
really
boost
swinging
there.
at each other, but they just keep missing each other. I don't know whether they're very good at avoiding or just not good at hitting each other.
Quite a scramble situation.
Yeah, but Blaze is very good at catching out Ozo's jump in. If you saw there was an opening, hit him with the up air again here.
Yeah, he's very good at reading Ozell's telegraphic approaches, which he really needs to be careful with.
Yeah, Ozo really has to get away from these platforms. They do not seem to be working out.
Yeah, he's like...
Ooh, not good DI on that F tilt.
The F tilt, yeah. His jump happy habit is really not coming in handy for him. Like, Lucina has really good grounded tools, but most people don't utilize them because typically you see most of the players use her aerials much more often, but her grounded tools are also very, very important in like slowing down the pace of certain matchups where like you won't be able to contest certain characters like ZSS, Roy, stuff like that.
Yeah, so I think we see that also isn't really getting Blaze into these pressure situations where Lucina can really use her range. Blaze is just getting into Ozo's space, and
yeah, Ozo's not
really on the damage and especially on the platforms as well. They trade side Bs. That's good air dodge there.
Still unable to set up the
kill. We might see a kind of a risky option to get the kill here.
Yeah, might go for the lucky forward smash. Alright, back here.
Blaze is really going for these high recoveries, knowing that low is more risky, and he's not getting punished for these higher recoveries.
Yeah. This is a relatively common habit with low-level players who try to edge guard, because people typically just run up and try and hit you low for edge guarding, but when you recover high, like most newer players don't understand the concept of baiting high recoveries because most people don't do it. So, oh no! All right.
Well, I mean, I think that was a fair risk to take, given his sizable lead. He just needs to be wary in the corner now.
Yeah.
But look at all this percentage. It's just gonna take one more hit.
Yeah.
Okay, now any aerials.
One more hit. It's really going to be the end of this match.
Oh, nice very good, but just doesn't take it. Wow.
That was a really good call out, but
yeah, I'm surprised if he was calling that out, didn't go for back air instead, because that would
back air would definitely kill.
This is starting to get kind of close. Blaze has to be kind of careful here. That forward smash Coming along.
Oh, the rolling up
Rolling
tilt. Alright.
Yeah, there again, we see another example of falling out like the aerial
Jump.
jumping approach and
Yeah,
That's
also
sad.
really impatient with his jumps. He's just kind of like jumping everywhere.
yeah, I
Sorry.
think that's one thing that like as Lucina you do have to be careful about is your jumps because you are a bit more floaty. Your timing on your aerials, you can get called out whether you go for a rising or a
Like-
falling aerial. You
Like
have
her
to be very
disadvantage
careful
is not as it's not as good as a lot of like the other like other sort of characters. She doesn't have like downer like Club. She doesn't have this superior air drift like Crom and Roy. So when you do get hit into disadvantage, you need to be really careful. Oh. And that's going to be it for the third set of the day.
Okay.
So right now,
how many entrants do we have today?
how many? Sorry, what do you say?
How many entrants do we have today?
And we have 16.
Okay.
It's going to be 16 all around. Next match will be Soul Knight versus Jota Pro. And
Oh,
now-
let's go Soul Knight.
Alright, so Soul Knight, just now he played Sephiroth. We all thought he was gonna play Cloud, but you know, he has a Sephiroth apparently. So that's cool.
Chat is popping up for Soul Knight.
Yeah, quite the popular
Bad
player.
character.
Yeah. And
Hey, we have our first challenger has arrived in the ring.
yeah, and our next player will be Jota Pro, which is I guess semi-prominent Wi-Fi player that has risen to
Who do
relevance
they,
recently.
who do they use?
He uses Joker and Byleth.
Okay, so
So-
we just have a very DLC set ahead of us, probably.
Yeah, highly likely. So just now that, like, Soul Knight's first match in round 1 was Sephiroth versus Byleth. So maybe he'll get to play the same matchup again. Or maybe he'll have to play against Joker, who knows?
Yeah, well, we can only wait and see.
Yeah, alright. Speaking of DLC, what do you think of Kazuya?
Well, that character is really good. That's all I have to say. That character is really, really good.
Oh man, a few words. That character's really good, I see.
Isn't
Keeping it short and sweet.
Yeah. You know, I wish I could say more, but no, even I've lost to the CPU, so
We've all fallen victim to it.
okay, but yeah, I mean, like soon we're gonna finally get to see all these DLC characters in offline environments. It's so surprising that like since I believe the whole of Challenger Pack 2 we have not seen offline.
Yeah, we haven't.
And Byleth had like one tournament in Frostbite, but really not a lot of use there either. So
He appeared in grand finals for one game.
we're gonna see like 5 or 6 characters.
All
Entering,
drop
like,
into the
all
offline
offline
environments. Yeah. Who do you think will have the highest relevance among all of the DLC characters so far?
Well,
like Pack 2.
I think honestly, I think it'll be Sephiroth. Because,
Really?
Because
Or
okay,
Min Min?
while I think Kazuya could be a better character, I don't think a lot of people will play him. I think a lot of people will play Sephiroth just because of the appeal, because it's Sephiroth, right? Like there's no explanation
that
needed.
is true.
And he's a very, very strong character as well.
Yeah, huge range, good power, good mobility. You can get
Like-
3 jumps, which is
Yeah,
really good.
I think also like his kind of playstyle suits a lot more people. Someone like Steve, who's also a pretty good character, takes certain kind of mindset as a player to play him.
Yeah, he's not
Uh,
really like the easiest like character to.
So
Get
yeah, we
a
wouldn't be
clicking
seeing
with.
a lot of widespread for Steve.
All right,
Byleth, I don't think anyone's gonna be playing.
really.
Yeah, I think Min Min will have a lot of relevance, but not as a main, but as either a co-main
Counterpick.
or a counterpick, because her counterpick potential is huge.
Yeah. So our second competitor rolls into the arena, and we shall see. We shall see what characters they bring to the
Wait.
table.
So Challenger Pack 2 has been what? Min Min, Steve.
Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Pyramithra.
Oh right, I forgot
Kazuya.
Pyra and Mithra. Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, Pyramithra is also like I believe, in my humble opinion, a really good character, and will most likely be really popular.
Yeah, I think that one thing about Pirate Mythra is that they're quite easy on the pickup, but I think at higher levels it will take some work to kind of succeed with them.
Yeah, like that's just like the nature of characters with bad recoveries. Like you kind of have to be like more wary of how you push advantage, so you don't get thrown off the stage and like die at like ridiculously early percents because your recovery is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, but I think their potential might be the highest out of all the
DLC characters. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, it just depends on how far they really push it. Okay, they're taking a decently long time to sort this out. But yeah, what hopes do you have for the offline tournament next week?
I'm not sure. I kind of just want to see some high quality gameplay.